Under department reports, Jimmy, I know you've got a report here.
Up on Keegan, the creek is getting real close to blacktop. Me and Keegan and the judge, we looked at it. Got the fish water to look at it. We got to fix the way they want to fix now. We used to put channel rock, concrete, and ain't going to do it. So Keith's going to help me fill out some permits. We got to get permits to put these blocks beside the road to fix it. They cost about $6,500 to fix it. About 400 feet long.
You have to wait for those permits and things to come back, or
We gotta wait.
how long is that usually? Do we know for sure?
Days minimum unless it's an emergency situation. But some of these streams, you're gonna have to get Corps of Engineers and Kentucky Division of Water approval. Could even take longer. It's gonna be an issue for us.
Sounds like it.
I'll tell you what we're gonna do. I've actually been thinking about this. I asked Jimmy last week, I said, about how many of these things we're gonna be repairing in a run of a year. He said probably 25 or 30 of these projects per year. You used to just get in the stream and just push the rock up, put some gravel up, and put some rock up there and pour concrete. You can't do that anymore. Division of Water will give us notice violation. And we'll really get it clamped down. If we got 25 or 30 of those things to do a year, you gotta get GPS coordinates, you gotta get the measurements, you gotta get a lot of hoops to jump through. We can do it. It's gonna be really labor intensive. And this past week, I worked real closely with Sharon Browning. She worked with me all these years at the health department. And we'll just have to work together on it. She's willing to do it. We'll get a procedure where we can get it out of our office as quickly as possible, as soon as we get the stuff that we need to complete the application. I'll get it organized to where we can do it quickly out of our office. With her, she's willing to help with that.
More or less, they can,
Best we can do.
you can give it to them, and then that way, when they get them back, you can.
And, you know, we can call them and say, where is it? You know, let's just do our best.
These blocks, I guess they come from concrete companies, they just got them sitting
There's a
around.
lot of those, don't you, Jimmy?
Yeah,
What are they, $35, $40 a block, just the number, 65,
35.
35?
A bunch of them went up, did all of
They
them?
used to be 25, not long ago,
Okay.
not, yeah.
Yeah.
What is a yard or more than a block?
Yard, yeah.
Need a,
Or now they say we can put rock baskets. I'd say them things be aggravating people.
yeah, plus they,
Yeah.
I think the blocks will do
Yeah,
better.
after
I ain't never used them, but I've seen them.
There's some in that
I think
place
the-
on a hill down there, I know of, for sure.
I know you need blocks on,
You set these block in the creek, most times they there, you ain't gotta worry about them. This spot I'm talking about, we've had to work on it every 2 or 3, 4 years, we've had to go back and do a little something. Once you fix with these things, they there.
But you still have to get permits for the rock baskets as well, correct? I'd say the block's gonna be a lot better,
I
so.
know you're gonna have to use block at Kedron, but like if you got just a small spot, can you still dump rock? You can't even do that.
We was with him one day last week, he said, no more of that, that's a no-no. You can't put a channel rock beside a creek bank and pour concrete on top of it.
You know, what we're gonna have to do,
The state did it, didn't it?
we're gonna have to
Up there on Braversfield, that curve.
they spent $1 million on that.
It's funny they could do it, isn't it?
at some point pretty quick, we're gonna have to survey this county and find out how many areas in the county we're actually gonna have to take action on the creek banks, so we won't hit the road. And then get a lead time to where we can start working on these permits and get them submitted. Because before the road is eaten out, as much as, you know, they can talk about global warming and climate change all they want to, but it's happening. And, you know, we're gonna have more rain and we're gonna have more events that's gonna cause this problem if we don't prioritize it. But we're gonna have to look and see what we need and then go forward with it. But me and Sharon will do it. I mean, we'll-
Also on those blocks, you can get half blocks now too, can't you? You know what they make, so if you need, do you need a motion to move forward with that, or what we need, just wait till you get the permits, or what?
need a, he told us that since it's a safety situation, didn't he say
He
we,
said it probably wouldn't take as long, but we
Yeah.
gotta get a permit.
yeah. So I think we do need a,
Motion, go ahead with it if he,
yeah, after we get the permit.
I'll start on it first.
Yes.
I've got one other one I'm working on, but I'll tell you about that.
Mr. Wicker? Mr.
Yes.
Patterson? Mr. Bishop?
Yes.
Quayle?
Yes.
There's no possible way, some kind of a grant program to revive these places?
Well, we do that, on his report, we talked about the Landers Creek Bridge. That, I'm gonna do a grant request on that, and look at the grant request on that this week. It'll be about 29,400, $29,400. We're gonna request money from DOT to put that bridge in. And I do a lot of grants, and they, it's not an endless. At some point, they're gonna say, enough.
Squeaky wheel.
have to use another name.
Well, I mean, I put in a grant this week for Folks Creek Loop and Beach Fork Road, $129,480. It went in the mail yesterday to blacktop those two roads. So I don't know how long the grants will hold out. We really can't probably depend on them.
No.
Because you've got 120 county entities that's wanting grant money that's a whole lot less flush than we are. But we've been lucky. And the grants have been good. We've done it.
Ride that over to the bucks, okay?
We'll ride it till it dies.
Keith, we go to the training seminar, Jackie and I together, we walk in places that don't even know us. We mentioned Keith Brock, and then I'll start doing like this.
Yeah.
It's how much influence you got with the state. Especially.
Lisa, Keith,
They're really favored.
Lisa does that. One up at the,
Now, one saving grace that we've got that other counties don't have is we do have people in this county that can write grants, and a lot of counties don't have it. I mean, we're blessed that way. We've really got a good county tree.
Sounds good.
Yesterday I was at Lincoln Trail and the state is kind of slow on getting our flex roads, looked at. It's not just Marion County, it's every county in our ad district. The state's shorthanded there. We've got a new commissioner now. And it's just like the 80-20 bridge. We're not getting the turnaround responses that we typically were getting. You call up there, you don't really, you don't know who you're even talking to. They had such a big turnover. So it's not just us that's having these issues. Like I say, it's statewide. The guy that we had that was our rep, he had 57 counties in Kentucky. And I don't know how anybody can go to 57 counties and do a good job. So the state is kind of slowing us down, and it makes it hard on our road department trying to schedule when we can blacktop our roads. We got to wait till we get those roads approved before we can start blacktopping on them. So it's what I'm trying to say is be patient with us because it's just taking time. I mean,
you're gonna have to rebid them if it goes over the.
well, if it's the time expires, but everybody's having the exact same problem. So, but it does, even on the grants that you write, when you get them, you don't know, how long it's going to be before you hear anything. So it kind of puts us in a dilemma as far as what we need to be doing. So I just ask everybody to be patient with it. It's not just us, it's everybody. Jimmy, you got anything else?
Yeah, I got a couple of things here. One more y'all got approved. Back in April, I took a little dump truck to Louisville, had the motor worked on. They charged us $11,000. We put 2,100 miles on it, and diesel fuel was getting in the oil. So I took it back thinking warranty might cover what was the matter with it. They come and tell me that it's injection pump, and it's not covered under warranty, and that's another $4,500.
You gotta
Gotta be
fix,
fixed.
you gotta fix it.
How old a truck is this one?
2009.
Yeah, I mean, doesn't put it back up in good shape? motion for repair of the truck to cheaper than buying a new one, I guess.
Second.
Mr. Coyle?
Yes.
Mr. Marshall?
Yes.
Mr. Wicker?
Yes.
Mr. Bishop?
Yes.
At Landers Creek, y'all got some pictures there. I went and got a price on a key. We'll try to write a grant on it. Gonna see if we can get this fixed, but it needs to be fixed pretty bad. Getting in bad shape. And, I've spent about $2,000 worth of material on sign stuff in the last 3 months. That's all their way.
No.
This box cover,
Back and slow down.
I hope so.
this box cover, don't we have some emergency, don't we pay into an emergency fund?
That's what we're applying for that one.
Wooden bridge with concrete over, is that what that
It's
is?
hand-laid rock.
Oh,
The wall is hand-laid rock.
Yeah, I went to look at that yesterday and took more photos of it. I have no doubt that those walls of that bridge were laid by the WCA. Back in the late
that's your time, back in your time.
It's been there a long time. And I asked him, if we were kind of laughing about it, you know, what are you gonna do to laugh? I said, you know, what's the justification that we're gonna use in the grant? He said, well, if we don't fix it, it's gonna fall down. I said, well, that's pretty good.
That's who built the Bearsville School, WPA.
As far as those signs go, Jason, when you was in school, was there more signs tore down during school year? When you was in school, was there more signs tore down during the school year?
But let me tell you what, I never touched none.
I wouldn't even say anything like that, Jason, you're getting all.
That's something I never did.
That's good.
Consider that a confession.
Thank you, Jim. Jason.
I knew you was clean up.
Keith?
I don't have anything.
Got the monthly report, and we're working on trying to evolve this report to just kind of make it more informative so we can we have it month to month. But one of them, if you look at, I think it's probably about the second to last page, you look at the new arrest by agencies. Marion County took in 127 in the last month. 39% of those were arrested by Lebanon PD, 12% by the sheriff, 6% by the state police, and then Springfield had 8, Washington County 6%, and probation parole 1. That kind of show our kind of like the demographics of what we're taking in. The methamphetamines is back on top over, you know, like I said that last month, what's the driving charge and stuff, but we're going to try to break that portion of it down independently by agency as well. So, but anyway, there's a lot of usable statistical information. Some of that stuff, not particularly about arrest, but about our programs, how I will use to testify. Some of the information I'll use to testify next week with.
You made any movement on your building, or is it still kind of in the planning stage?
We are getting all the bids together. I'm not going to bring them back until we get them all together. So we got a few more waiting now on heating in there and electrical, but it's most definitely going to be our advantage to do it ourselves.
Good.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. Thank you, Barry. Thank you, Barry. Robbie?
Currently, we're at 1,844 calls for the year. Our new ambulance, we had to take it to Louisville last week. Had an issue with the transmission. They had to replace part of it. It was out for about a week, but that's back.
And our other one, any update on the new one we've ordered?
Chassis's supposed to be in mid-September. Called the remounder, he said by end of September, bring them down. It's usually about 60 to 90 days after. So I'm figuring somewhere around November, December.
Good deal.
Be able to hang on to then. You gonna make it to then?
Well, We'll give it our best shot. That's all I have.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rob. I think they're at training. Kate? Thank you. Elizabeth with Career Center.
We are busy. We have had 7 job fairs already this month. We've got 2 scheduled, and then we're gonna have a total of 4, if not more. We had, first time we've had an explainment seminar, we held that one evening. That was a good success. We had 17 coming in who got to actually pull their backgrounds and talk with the lawyer individually to see what their next steps are. So, and with that came, we have other partners, skills view, things like that, to let all the opportunities, let them know opportunities that are available. And actually, I'll be visiting with Brady later this month, and I'll be bringing an employer with me, and some applications. So, pretty excited. We're hopping.
By there today, it looked like a full house today in there.
We had 2 employers and going full steam ahead.
Good.
Sounds good.
Thank you, Elizabeth.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Under old business, new business, Sheriff Clements and I met again this morning in discussion with the SRO for the Board of Education. They had provided us with some information, and we think that we need to research and make an informed decision before we make a rash decision. The court does not really appreciate the comments regarding the partnership with the Board of Education over the past years. We have been more than generous with contributions to the board for many, many projects. So that's my thoughts on it. Like I say, Sheriff Clements and myself did talk today. We're going to try to figure out a way that it works for everybody and to help everybody in doing so. So, anybody else got any comments?
Well, I didn't like it either. I called the treasurer and just asked him some of the things off the top of my head that I remembered. And I know we've given them 11 smart boards, $42,000. Put the clay on the softball field, $6,000. $100,000 on the baseball and softball fields. $9,000 paving Lebanon Elementary walking track, paved Glasscock walking track, $4,000, paved West Marion, $3,000, baseball improvements, $5,000, paved walking track at Calvary. That's $175,900 just off the top of my head that I remember. And my head don't go too far now. If you go down in the basement, you'll find a lot of it. You know, and they secured the office where they are. Me, I would have secured the kids first, but I'm sure it costs more than that $17,000 to do that.
Costs quite a bit more.
A lot of what we do, we've been hired athletics from one part to another. I think the board and everybody needs to understand we do that for 2 reasons. I'll speak from this chair, is that in an effort to keep people away from drugs, these students, good mentorship in these programs. And as bad as it is to say, there are students that without athletics would never walk across that stage and get a diploma. And that's why I do what I do.
And then we ask them to use that $10,000 for extracurricular, but we haven't really told them exactly what they have to do for. But when these groups come to you and they need money for pads or helmets or, you know, that's why we put that $10,000 out there, like Steve said, for these different groups. So,
Well, last year they spent $36 on Youth League custodian for salary and fringe benefits. State Police DARE program, that's a good one, $250. And soccer supplies, $1,423. Boys basketball blazers, I don't have no idea unless it's something they wear to games or something.
Away games, I know.
$1,400. FFA convention, $1,000, which we give to it here. Beta, I think we give here too. They give $1,000 up there of our money. And HOSA conference,
I don't think we
$1,114.
wants to minimize, the need for security.
Not at all.
That's not our position whatsoever. But the school board is a self-taxing district. And I would say, without knowing, it's just a projection in my head, they probably got more reserve funds than we've got. Now, hopefully, we can make this work somewhere now. But everybody is concerned with the school safety thing. That's not a question, that's part of it.
They're not using any of their funds. They're using a grant they got from the state.
So let's move forward, and maybe we can work that sometime or other.
Good deal. Anybody else got any comments?
No, I think we're on the right track. We need to clarify a bunch of things. We do support them in many ways that most people don't know about, but, you know, they gotta hump up, and some things they're gonna have. If it's a priority, they need to step up. So, anyway,
Any new business?
I don't think so. Pay the bills. Motion to pay the bills with exceptions if there are any.
Second.
Yes.
Bishop,
Yes.
Max,
Yes.
Wick.
Anybody else?
All right.